Just wanted to capture this, just for an example of something I had to fabricate. I had this big gap up here in the driver rear, the C-pillar, where I'm merging the oval window top. Well, it was an oval window. So I'm merging this piece anyway. So I had this huge gap I needed to fill in. To do this, I was looking around. I had a lot of scrap pieces, big pieces laying all over the place, but nothing that was going to fit it really well. So what I did is I just took a bigger piece. It was something like this, just a big flat piece. You can see this was from the roof. Really didn't have much of a curve to it. I just completely flattened it out and drew on it and kind of traced out what I was looking for in this, and cut away the excess, and then using a hammer and a body shaping block from a cheap Harbor Freight set, which is over there, and I used that brick and a little vise, although the vise wasn't real handy. And I took this piece, and I know it's hard to see in pictures, but it is actually pretty complex, and I just kept cutting away with my little 4.5-inch grinder as needed, and marking on it with a marker. The curves that I needed, it doesn't look like much, but there's actually quite a bit of curve to this, because you've got a curve up here, which follows through all the way down here. You've got a different curve up through here, and then just the way it mates to the back, it's very subtle. But anyway, this is just something I had to bang out, and actually I'm quite pleased with the result. It just literally just kind of falls into place. So it's just going to be a matter now. I got a magnet here. Hang on a second. Heavy duty hard drive magnets come in so handy, and you can see it really just blends right in there. I'm actually quite pleased with this. I need to do a little bit of work. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fill in up here, how I'm gonna cut this and weld it and fit it in, and through here. Just gonna have to mate it, because on this side I used a different piece actually from the this was actually from the donor top around the door jamb, which was somewhere up there anyway on the outside, and I just kind of filled in. This one was really more of a piecemeal deal. It actually is rounded off very nicely. It's just going to be a matter of filling in some more gaps with some smaller pieces now. You can see I've actually gotten pretty good at that. This one's a little bit of a mess, but this one's very, very smooth all the way up and through. And so that's got a nice curve to it. Once I grind down these welds and finish filling in the gaps here, this is going to be, you shouldn't even know it's there. Got a lot of work to do across here and all the way across the whole thing, but it's coming along, and so I'm pretty pleased with that piece anyway. That's like the most body shaping I actually had to do so far.